Good morning, my friends. Welcome. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. We're going to make some ephemera today. Well, the ephemera's made. It's for Took. It's from my kit. And we will do the signatures on Wednesday, but I really wanted to start making some ephemera. So I took some very vintage playing cards and I added sewing tissue to the top of it. And then this stuff here is for drywall. It's drywall, what is it called? It's fiber tape. So it's for the joints and wall repair. I put some of that on there for texture. And then I used a stencil and I added just a couple things on there. And then I just inked it up. I added some I just put ink on a stamping block, spritzed it with water, and put my card inside it. So I thought we would do that. I cut this out of one of the little tags. I have just this little cluster. It came off of something else, but I thought it would be fun to use it on here. And so yeah, I do have a card. Oh good, I was thinking I had to go get one. I just put the rest of my paste on there because I didn't want to waste it. So I'll show you my process, but I really wanted to do this. I have my hot glue gun plugged in and ready to go, and I was just playing around with some scraps that I had. So this is going to go on a page as an up tuck. I'll add glue to the fold, put it on the page, and then each side will be a tuck spot. So I have that, and then this is one to go on the side. So I just added a piece of paper on there, and then it can get dressed up, and it can be a side pocket on either side of the page. If I do that, I don't know. All right, so let's just play. But I know I really wanted to get started on the journal, but then I've been looking at this, all the ephemera, and it's like, well, I really want to play with that first. So that's what we're gonna do. Why isn't my hot glue working? There it comes. It's been plugged in for a while, so, and it's okay that it comes off the top. Something's jiggling. Sounds really weird. And then she's gonna be, oops, she'll be on the side there. And because they're on cardstock, it's good to use. So I just fussy cut a couple things out. And I mean, if I want to use this image again, then I can just print out the page again. And if you want your piece to have a little bit of height, don't smoosh it down when you use hot glue, and then it will have a little lift. You probably can't see it, but there is a space there, so it shows that it looks like she's you know, stuck up. Did you just have a good weekend? I hope you did. I'm trying to do a couple of these videos ahead of time, just because I've been really wanting to get this journal together, and Wonderland is better. I have a blue ink here. Even though the heart is pink, it doesn't matter. It's got the button on there, and I just thought it'd be a really cute addition to the playing card. And I'm just gonna add that right there. Oh, I can maybe, nope, I don't want to snip it under her because you won't be able to read it. There we go. So anytime you use the hot glue, if you want things to be raised up, then just don't Don't do a big press down. So cute, look at that. And then I brought out all the ruffles that I received from Carrie in Happy Mail. So we'll use some of them as embellishments on stuff. And if you remember, I did mention to you about doing this like a folio type thing, but what I want to do is this will be here. This is the medium tag and these are the little guys, but it can go onto a page and it can open, can have writing, open, writing, and then we'll pop a pocket here or something. But I thought I would do that. And I have this, I don't know if it'll work or not, but I'm going to try this anyway. This is from a book that I had taken apart, and I thought it would be fun. This is from the spine. It's really soft, and this side is sticky. But if I have enough, I want to use it, oops, so that it'll be a hinge on here. It doesn't have to be the same height. See, it's sticking to my scissors because it has little, it was glue. The book came from the dollar store, and my goodness, it was so full of glue. But that's all right. So it's going to end up, let's see how we should do it. On the back, I'm going to be gluing this center part down to a page. So if that goes there, and then that one will go on the other side. So let's do that. I probably shouldn't use my hot glue on this. It'll just put a little bit of bulk in there. So I'm just going to use my tacky glue. No, I'm not. I'm using my Fabri-Tac. So just glue on the gluey side. And I'm just going to add it to the bottom, just like that. Hopefully I was in screen. And I'm just going to do that, and then I'll do the same to the other side. I wasn't sure if this would work or not, but I just had it sitting here, so why not use it? In theory, it works. It works in my head. So we'll see if it does work. And then this will fold over, and I'm going to add it onto here. I'm just going to give it a little space, not very much. Probably should have glued it the other way so that the fabric was on the top of the back, but this piece doesn't feel so sticky as the top of it did. Whoops, I moved it. Come on. There we go. And then that piece will go there. There we go. Oh, maybe I better do it this way. Just like I did on the other side. Don't change it yet. Or at this point in the game anyway. Okay, I need to try and pick it up. All right, a little bit of space, just so it has room to move. When I fold it in, then I'll know if it's situated properly. So that'll go like that. That'll go like that. Just loveliness. So the bottom of that one wasn't very straight, so I'll cut it off. Because it's fabric, I'm just going to use my fabric scissors just to snip off that little edge. And so there we go. Just like that. Isn't that cute? You can have it. It doesn't matter which way you put the pages in. It does have to dry. So we'll do that. And then, where's that little piece? I just cut off a piece of this ruffle. These are all the ruffles that Carrie had blessed me with. So I want to add this to the top. And I might put a little Velcro dot there. I'll see how it goes when it's dry before I decide that. It just has to get worked, you know, just to stay there. And I will use my hot glue on the top of it. It'll just help it to seal faster, dry faster. Cute. Just cute. You can put a word there. You can just add a flower, anything. I have these little wooden bits. I was going through all my bits. This one says adventure, and it's a wood piece, so yes, it'll add a little bit of bulk. So maybe that's not going to be such a good idea. But these are from K. Michelle. Let's get to the other side. Oops. See if I can carefully get this tape off. Oops. It didn't like that. That's okay. I'll snip that little edge off. That's too bad. But I'm just going to add that. Oh, that's cute. And I will just use my Fabri-Tac just so I don't burn my fingers. Come on. You can add a little cluster to the top of these, or just put a tab, you know, some kind of a tab on there. So that's cute. And the doors are staying shut, so I might not have to add anything to them. So when you open them up, we can have a pocket here. Let's see what I have. I just have bits on my desk. I have this tray filled with all of our Alice ephemera, and I have some scrap pieces in here, but I might put a little corner tuck right there. That might be cute. Take that off. Then you can still see part of the clock. Just like that. Just gonna grab some ink. Just want to see the edges of it. Cute. Oops. So hopefully you'll get to play in your studios today and create some stuff, and that'll be just a great way to spend a day, or even an hour, you know, being in your space. All right, so there we go. So I'll leave it open for now, just so the edge is dry. right, so here I did this before I added any sewing paper to it, but I'll just show you what I did. And you don't even have to put this on the whole entire thing, right? You can just put pieces on if you want. I'm going to use my glue stick. I just need to grab some kind of paper. Here, get my book over here. And this will dry clear, so you won't even see any purple on the paper once it's dry, which is nice. I didn't crinkle this up before I put the glue on, but that's okay. You can do that if you want extra texture. I like texture. Whoops. There, so it's got that texture underneath it as well, but when you crinkle up the paper, it just gives that extra bit. And so that's all I did. And when it's dry, I'll trim around it. You can stamp on it, use your inks, use your paint, you know, just use your watercolor paint, and then just dress it however you want to dress it. And they're very simple. And so this is just with the mesh on it, nothing else. Just the tissue I put on there and mesh that I put on it. And you can just take an ink pad. This happens to be an oxide. And just do this. You can spritz it with water. It's just a couple of ideas for you. Spritz it with water, move it around so it gets into the little grooves. Yep, and then I end up blue. And then I'll just do that. Just takes the excess off, and you get really nice colored paper once you do it as well. So there's that little bit still wanting to travel. So there we go. And so there's another one. So once it's dry, you can dress it, give it an outline, and it's good. All right, I need to set that down. So those are just a couple of other options for you to do. So let's grab, I don't know, one of these. I'm just going to put some toppers on here. I have these wooden letters spelling out Alice, and I thought it would be so much fun just to, and of course it's going to add some bulk, but I'm hoping that it'll go onto the front cover or the back cover, and then it wouldn't be so bad. So I have that, and then I'm going to pick one of these lovelies. Oh, I really like that. It doesn't have to be matchy-matchy either. So if I put it this way, yep, I think so. Just gonna cut. Make sure I didn't do it too long. Right, and then you have that loveliness sticking up as well. So I'm just gonna add this here instead of on my ruffle, and put that end at the top like that to show. And what's nice, if it ends up into a higher pocket or something, then you'll have this sweet ruffle hanging out the top of your journal, which I really like. I always like things that peek up and peek out, and so you can ink these up before you use them, if you want. These are from the dollar store, Dollar Tree. They I don't know if Dollar Tree is, sometimes I wonder if they're going out of business or not. Oh, it's coffee time. Thanks, love. Just because they're emptying out all their craft stuff, whatever they have left is at the front of the store. So it's it just makes me wonder what's going on. Oh, it doesn't even make it heavy, these letters, so that's awesome. I thought maybe they would weigh down the one side, but it doesn't. So it'll have to go into a side tuck just so that the letters don't grab on a pocket. I don't think I'd be able to put them into a pocket that's, oops, sorry about that. That's like a normal pocket this way. So it'll have to go into a side tuck or even into a belly band on that side. Look at that. They're probably not very straight. This one could have been up a little more, but you know, it's okay. It's all good. So I'll show you what I did with the cover before we do any more. I did ink all around it just because it just really popped when I did that. I have all the papers ready and stuff, so we'll put that together on Wednesday. So I just thought I better let you know that. Okay, and these ones you really don't have to do anything to, which is, you know, they're already dressed. Of course, you can add whatever you want to them. Oh, that's not what I did. I made this just with a piece of scrap sitting here. Just a little faux pocket. And it's still light enough, you can still write on it. Use a black pen. But I thought that would be pretty cute. Just right there. There. Ooh, almost burned my finger. Goodness. So there we go. And then you can just pull it down. You can put a little treasure in there. I might put a little something in there. You never know. And then you can leave it as that. You can put tabs on it. Where's my tab punch here? Oop. And then I have some extra pages here that I just printed off this morning. And then of course I can't remember why I wanted them. But I'll just use a piece. If you don't have a tab punch, it doesn't matter. You can just cut them out into shapes. Whatever shape you want to use. You can put it at the top, put it at the side. Oh, let's just do that. I will not use my hot glue. I'll just use this since it's here. Glue stick, whatever your glue of choice is, use that. Whoops. So there we go. Cute. You can add a word. I do not have my words here, and there weren't any in the kit, so, which is fine. I'm just checking the time. Okay. So let me grab one of these papers. I just need to keep these things together so I don't lose them. Sorry, can't pick it up. So I wanted to make this a I always forget how to do these little rolly things. But nope, I'll do it this way. This way is easier for me. See, just like that. No idea what I'm doing. I lost my train of thought. So I'm just going to fold paper and we'll see what happens. It should end up a pocket of some sort anyway. Yep, there we go. Oh, goodness, that's funny. But if you wanted to, you could glue the bottom and glue here, and you can have a side tuck and a back pocket and potentially another pocket or side tuck if you don't glue the whole entire thing down to a page. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then it doesn't bother me that the back is white. So I'm just gonna add some glue right there, and then that holds that closed so whatever you put in the back doesn't fall out. And then I'm just gonna add a bit of glue along here. I suppose I could have added glue here, but just add a little bit. And so this will come over. So that's the bottom glued. And then you can just add a touch of glue right here. And then that holds that shut. Just like that. But you will have a pocket here. Just like that. And then it should fit. You have a pocket up top. Just like that. And it goes quite a ways down, so you can make your own tags as well. You can make them taller. So, but if we put I wonder if we pop a tassel at the top of that one. Nope, not that one. I love this one. This is beautiful. Let's do that. So there, and that'll go right at the edge. So I'll just use this. Just like that. Oh, that looks nice up there. The colors are just beautiful. It just looks vintage to me. That bit right there. And then I did some stamping with my Alice stamps and then colored, but she's way too tiny for that. So let's see what we have here. So if you bear with me for a second, I'm actually going to cut this fella out. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then I can use the top of this tag and use it for a tab. And that way it doesn't get wasted. I know I'm not in the habit of fussy cutting on video, but sometimes ideas just come to me and then I need to do it. So maybe I'm going to find a lighter one, if I have one. Nope, let's leave him. Leave him alone, right? Keep him where he is. I'm just going to lightly go around him with the blue. All right, so if I pop him there, at least you can see him. Hopefully you can see him. Let's see, what do I have? I can pop underneath him something. Maybe. I have my little bits here from K. Michelle. I've kept them on my desk purposely so that I can use them. So here's some of that cheesecloth. Let me see if I can take some apart. This stuff is so cool. Come on. Sometimes things take a minute, right? Cut some off. Oh, this will just add a really nice bit of texture underneath. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm going to glue them down. Oops. Oh my goodness. Take off the corner, that little sharp looking edge to it. And there you go. You could be finished. Can add a word. I'll have to find some words pertaining to Alice, and maybe I'll find some stuff in the book. I don't know. I'll have to look around, but that is cute. All right, I think I'm going to leave it there for today. And so hopefully this has given you some ideas. You know, you can take ready-made ephemera and you can create with it and just add some fun elements to it. So I'm just going to get these out of the way and we'll just check what we've done. There and there. So we made this. And we just finished that. We made the altered playing card, ATC, whatever you want to call it. We did this little flip thing with a little corner tuck pocket. And we made this little tag and added a secret writing spot to it. And then we did this. So it's on cardstock, so I'm not too worried about it, but I might add some brown paper from my brown paper bags to the back of it. And so there we go. And so that's what we did. All right, hopefully you enjoyed. Questions, comments, please leave them below. And I'm more than happy to, answer questions, talk to you. It's always a joy. All right, God bless, take care, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.